Well, if high-intensity dodgeball is your kind of thing, well, you're in the right place, because loss of life and limb is commonplace amongst this world, but also Killua giving up his hands to make sure that Gon can really overcome an enemy, the only one that he can really put all of his trust into, knowing the dangers and what he has to go through, and yet somehow it seems not only necessary, but like the right thing to do. But what is Razor going to do next? He's used his one and only back to get back onto the court. Is all of our group here going to be okay? We should find out. With part of the team out cold, most of them off the court. Yeah, he's going to give it his all now, considering they've managed to actually take one of his lives from him, get him back on the court. Why play things by halves? If he's asked to really test him, that's what he's going to do. With the bomber and that gang still out there, the whole let's grab these cards before them, it's a grand idea, but what's to say they can actually protect them once they do have them? Even with the prison and whatnot, saving them in the binder. That's not to say that their lives are fine. That's a good shot. For once, not giving all too much away and just having a nice screen capture. With the amount of his energy he's putting behind this. Oh, yep, I was about to say he's about to spike it down, which support them all. No wonder Sokka was dead into that idea. If they can stop the ball here, keep them on the court, make sure they're not thrown off of it. Come on, kiddo, put your feet down. If they stop it while out the court, that's all good, but not good enough. They stopped it, but are they safe? Yep, well, within the line. Him by himself, he would have to focus everything there just on stopping it with his hands. In fact, they were able to cover each other like that. Good thing it was those three left. they would have been blasted back. They would have went off the court. But the fact that all three of them worked not only in tandem, but to the very best of their abilities, and actually managed to be precise with how much they were putting into each of the defensive talents. Just shows what they've had to overcome before, and also what they will soon be able to do. But it's not perfected. Slowly whittle them down until there's nothing left. That ball has definitely seen better days. See the limits of his ability and blast through them. Is there a maximum when it comes to Gon? His belief in himself and forcing, no matter what, to get that one step next. So brace yourself. Thing is, now Razor has to be near on perfect with his receive of this. We were told the effective like a cannon before, but now what? More of a railgun. And the fact that he probably had less than a few split seconds to think about this. Is he trying to blast it right back into their face? He'll take it straight on. He's having a little nap. You know, it's been a big day for him. And in that moment, you gotta do things right. And now, with it being sent back like that, the return strike is gonna be quite intense. Bungee Gum now sticking it to his hand so it doesn't go anywhere. All of that force and power. Pushing him over the line. Catching the ball, I suppose. He can't let go. Astounding, with only some major injuries amongst them. And now being able to witness their growth firsthand, why would he be disappointed at that? A little more interesting and pressing for Gon personally. I'd be shocked if he was. However, the next step on his journey will lead him where exactly? Huh. Much like the others, he wasn't just a guard over them, but also one of them. And he was that. Well, if he's able to. He's faced many a task getting here in the first place, but the fact that he believed in him along the way, the fact that she knew he would be along sooner or later, give your life a sense of purpose, something to strive for. He treated him like a person, no matter what his history was, much like how Gon has been acting with people all through this. I think you need to tell him twice. Is it from this window you'll be able to see a hint of the next... Ah, secret button. You see, anyone nearby could see that light and go, hmm. Rumours which are diluting the true meaning of the place, changing its story, keeping it kind of hidden in its own right. Just a normal scenario, even if this is a world in the real world. The greatest treasure was the friends we made along the way. Instead of the real thing. Soka's got what he needed. He's off. He got more than enough payment just seeing them in action. Then why did he know about the card if he's not interested in any of it? Yep. Lying because it's fun. Because there's some joy in it. Yeah, that's it's the whole deal. Oh. They know they've got the card. I knew it wasn't going to be easy and they weren't just going to be able to waltz out there after getting the card as though nothing had happened. What? Was this the first attempt, or are these? Ah, yeah, it was the first attempt. A direct challenge. He's giving them nothing but an ass kicking. Quiet your mouth down. Hmm. Well, looks like the time spent playing dodgeball helped out. Just him kind of wasting away the hours until really underestimating their resolve. Also, the fact that we've seen what they're capable of. Him saying that he's got more experience and able to handle himself than Killua. But if they're putting themselves on the line no matter what, they are going to need to heal themselves though a little. They would all be in danger right now. And would they have been able to put up a proper fight? Is he actually reflecting on it though? He's had many of an opportunities in the past where he just kind of goes off. And also, what about the dude that managed to get his explosives taken off of him with the forest spirit? Considering he's still out there somewhere. Hmm. So you've got to split it up. So, well, they'll just have to go and grab it again, right? However, if they stay and plan a sort of siege, as it were, instead of their battle limits. But it might be just enough to come up with a plan, a counterattack, do something which would catch them off guard. Hopefully, without needing to resort to lucky dice and the like. And there they go. The thing is, the next time we see them in whether it be 3 weeks or not, who's going to be left amongst them? And with the information that we got from Razor, going around finding that him, how many others is he inspired? Considering he's got this big name as a famous hunter. And how many have been given the same kind of, oh, if you see this kid named Gon, yeah, see about giving him some extra training, see if he's ready. And it's been in comments before, but the power system in Hunter x Hunter is really quite interesting and balanced in a way, being that there's such an astounding gap between regular people and those that have gained some power and skills, and then those that have achieved Nen. Fair enough. Seriously. There was no hesitation there, just gain. But yeah, the Nen being the kind of extension of your aura and soul and training, and then split out into these categories which each have their positive and negatives, and which ones you can actually train in and get stronger, and bits and pieces you have to let go of, knowing that you personally were never really going to achieve it because of, oh, you're an emitter. Oh, you're a manipulator. That kind of thing. And then everyone having their own specialties amongst that, so we can have these crazy abilities that seemingly fully overpowered, and there's nothing you can really do against it, but enough flexibility where you can work things in. There's not a rigid structure, but there's not such leeway that you can do pretty much anything. Unless you're a specialist, in which case all bets are out the window. I think if we take Razor's word at it being that he was a death row criminal, done some very terrible things, having an upbringing in into a life like that, one that he couldn't really escape out of on his own, but having a kind word reach out to him, Jing rescuing him from the precipice where there's no coming back from it, even if it is working inside a video game. And if Jing isn't here himself, how many other game masters are there? Anyone else that's kind of just stomping around still? But the Phantom Troop still getting ever closer with what their goals were, and Hisoka one step closer to his fight with the boss. Everyone's slowly getting to where they need to be. But as soon as we finish one major event, being the game of dodgeball, being thrust into another, the battle between the bomber and the rest of them, potentially losing more, and being told, check your binder, look at your contact list. If you really want to rile up Gon, it's one way to do it. Interfere with others and start being mean to some of his friends or acquaintances. But where are we going now? I think that's part of a big question. For 3 weeks, Kiddo has to rest up his hands, make sure they get better, Gon, make sure he doesn't hurt his head anymore, but come up with some sort of plan. Who's going to be the strategist? Is anything they're going to come up with actually work? I mean, the thinking on the feet of how to handle Razor during the match seemed to go alright. Even if the Gon losing all of his strength and passing out was coincidental. I don't think it was part of the actual strategy, the actual game plan. There's some interesting things here and there. The more we get to hear about Jing, and the more complicated it becomes. It's not just a father getting away from his son for as far as possible, just dropping all sorts of responsibilities, but also trying to oversee his growth from afar. Knowing where he would go, if he was the same kind of soul and adventurer as him, he would come looking, which would mean anticipating that he would make it somewhat far, putting people in his way to test him, make sure he's ready. And I think it all kind of worked out for the best, did it not? Reckless as it is, that's not going to stop them. They wouldn't grow quite so fast if they weren't willing to put everything on the line each time. Know where your limits are and blast through them, one step at a time. So, I guess the usual standards and limits of strength testing and the like are out of the window. What's the next big journey? How close are they to ending their Greed Island adventure? We might need to find out, so you might want to come back for the next episode. If you enjoyed this one, let me know. If you leave a like and a comment down below, it helps out me, it helps out the channel. If you want to subscribe, you may not miss out future videos. Some links in the description may have disappeared and changed. Some places really don't like me. But make sure to get yourself some rest, so that I can see you in the next one.
If I had some great goal to find some family members, I'm sure that my patrons here would actually help me along that journey. So I do need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Arthia, Kai to Mystic Square, Shiwan, Mats, Gurley, Cardboard, Akane, Guado, Diego Zenhausen, Tori Jane, the Kebab Seller, and everyone else. Because without you, I wouldn't have even made it to the dodgeball game, let alone even had the slightest chance of winning. So thank you.